All right. Welcome back, everyone, to our UpRock weekly call. I'm Jen McEwen. I'm your host every week, and we've got an alpha-packed agenda here for you guys today. We're going to switch things up a little bit today. Usually we do dePioneers at the end, but we've got a guest that I like to introduce to everyone. So we're going to start with dePioneers update. Then we're going to talk to John Wilson over at Triprecs. And then after that, we'll go into our usual UpRock updates. So we'll do an event recap. Jesse and I were over in Asia for almost a month. So we'll recap the events that we went to. Some Uptober is coming updates, DePIN Catalyst, Bright Data, partnership integration, and some product updates. So let's get started, y'all. All right. First up, let me bring to stage my co-founders, Jesse Adams and Christopher O'Connell. What's up, guys?
Hey.
Hello, everyone.
Morning.
See you. Good to see you.
Nice to see you guys back in your usual spots again.
Yeah.
I know. Back home in Seattle. My jet lag is all over the place, but I'm hoping to get over it soon. Haven't taken any melatonin. So quick recap, folks. I am your host, Jen McEwen, one of the co-founders of UpRock. I have joining me Jesse Adams, who's our CEO, and Christopher O'Connell, our CTO. And we have a special guest, John Wilson over at Triprecs. Oh, nice glasses. I know they're not the hard glasses today, Jess.
What's that? Oh, yeah. I prefer
I
enjoy these. These are from PAX, Penny Arcade.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we just had Pat here.
Okay, that's nice. That's cool. What's up, Nash?
You know what's funny? Over in you are so known now for these heart glasses. When we went, we met up with folks over at the events. Oftentimes, if you weren't wearing your glasses, the first question was, "Where are the glasses, man?"
Yeah. First of all, Mike, how dare you? They're great.
I think you might be frozen there, Jess. Perfect time to freeze up.
Perfect. It is really the perfect time to freeze up with those glasses. Yeah, he buys them from the horrible glasses store right next to the good hat store where I get my hats. So anyway, it's great to see everybody.
Great to see everyone. Jess, you might need to I'm just going to remove you from the stage. Why don't you come back when you're ready? Because
come back when the glasses aren't interfering anymore.
Okay. All right. So we got a quick update. Like I said, we're going to start off with dePioneers first. So we mentioned this a couple weeks ago, but we have introduced on-chain NFT referral program for mints. So this doesn't apply to adopted or remints. The details are basically members of the posse can earn 0.25 SOL for every dePioneer NFT that's purchased through your referral link. So you'll get this referral link. Anyone who buys or joins the posse gets their own kitty through your referral link. You're going to earn 0.25 SOL. This as long as the supply lasts. There's a proposal in the DAO discussion to extend this to this referral bonus to remints, but there's no conclusion just yet. If you want to join in on the discussion, if you're a holder and you want to join in, hop over to Discord and let us know what you think.
Yep, we're super excited about this. We everybody who participated in the pre-sale, we're so happy for all of that. But now the public sale is open. I think everybody who's a holder has seen that we've really been progressing solidly with dePioneers. We all have together as a community, and so we want to bring more people on board up to our cap of 10,000. So absolutely hop over to the site, connect your wallet, get your referral link, and go out and share it with people.
Please do. Okay, and then up next, I'm still playing around with these layouts here. I was hoping I could have a bigger layout, but so our face is bigger, but I don't know how to do that just yet. New feature, liquidate and remint. So this is a handy upgrade that we made to the dePioneers experience. You can now liquidate and remint in a single transaction. So what does that mean? No more swapping your DePIN tokens for SOL and then jumping back and forth. You could just liquidate your NFT, remint a new one smooth process. And why this matters, basically you can swap out your NFTs quickly while helping keep the pool balanced, plus a small fee that helps the DAO buy more DePIN tokens.
Yep.
And I guess this kind of rolls into the bigger update that we announced over Breakpoint, which is our the new protocol.
Yeah, so we did two big announcements. We'll focus on dePioneers here. So the protocol is live. We're accepting partners to actually build upon the protocol. We have 2 NFT projects that are going to migrate over already from that announcement. So we're not going to announce the names yet until they're ready to share it, because they want to work on it. But that's a big deal. So a reason why this is awesome, as a NFT holder, as a dePioneers early backer, how this works is that the early protocol builders will have a airdrop or rev share pool. So anyone who wants to migrate to 302 protocol, which will unlock new utilities and new features for your NFT project, will now basically 2% will go to the protocol, 1% will go to the airdrop or rev share pool for the early backers, and 1% will go to the actual protocol to actually pay for the bills and build the protocol up. And this is a big deal. So it's kind of like the first hybrid NFT rev share with the community. And so as an early backer, we're really excited about this. We have 2 projects coming on board. So all the transactions, whether it's swapping, reminting, liquidation, 2% goes to the pool. And like I said, half it goes to the actual holders and the other half goes to building the protocol up. We're really excited about that. I think NFTs need more innovation. We designed the protocol to have both, I think, as a hybrid to support the rarity. I think rarity is important with NFTs. I don't think you should sacrifice both. You should have great utility. You should have it backed by assets, by tokens, and brings the longevity, resilience to the NFT projects, because you actually have real startups that are doing real things in the world, trying to change the world, and that's amazing for a long-term value. But also, rarity is fun. That's what makes NFTs fun. The art is actually great, and I don't think you have to choose one or the other. And we want to actually incentivize people to think about both. And so we're introducing those kind of features with it. So anyone who wants to build or upgrade or migrate their NFT project to 302, we're here to help. I think it's amazing. It's been great for us as a DePIN DAO. And we're going to talk about some of the partners, and it's been a great vehicle for us to also partner with other DePIN projects in the space. And we have one amazing one today to talk about.
Yep. Great. So that leads us to the next folks. I'm going to bring on stage John. John Wilson is in charge of business development and growth over at Triprecs and Nomad NFT. Hey, John.
Hey.
How's it going, guys? Thanks for having me.
Good to
Hey,
see you.
John.
I see we have also Nick V on stage too. Here too. John, I'm going to bring him on stage. Say hi. Nick. Hi.
Oh, hey guys. Yeah, I was expecting to be more of a fly on the wall for this one.
Oh, okay. I just saw you here, but
good. No, it's great to be here. Thank you so much for having us. And I can chime in whenever here and there. John, feel free to tap me in, but John will be our main guy here.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm the guy with the face, I'm the face guy.
John, it's good to see you. So yeah, John, tell us a bit about yourself, and let's go into a little bit about you, about Triprecs, and if you can share this partnership.
Yeah, definitely. So I'm John. I go by many names online, JW, Johnny Salami, whatever you want to call me. But yeah, I'm John was the first name I got, I guess. And I've been in the Solana space, crypto space since about early 22. Kind of started on Solana, have kind of mostly operated there, done some work kind of tapping in and out from other chains, but mostly stayed on Solana. Started out working on partnerships and content marketing for a cross-chain wallet. Built out Asset Dash's Solana presence, and have been kind of mercenarying back and forth for a while until I linked up with Nick for Triprecs and our partner NFT project Nomads, which is just kind of like Nomads is the community and Triprecs is more like the actual business side of things. So we started Triprecs almost a year ago at this point, Nick, right? When did you start it?
Yeah, it's been about a year, and we've been hard at work with it all. Like John said, we've got the Triprecs side, which is the AI powered travel bookings app. And, we didn't actually necessarily cast out for it to be a crypto thing, but we're just both such crypto guys, not just kind of on the fringe of things, but have been working directly in the space for years now. So it's so comfortable for us, and we know so many people and places, and we love the space. So it kind of morphed into, a crypto thing. So yeah, John can talk more.
Yeah, it's it's a space that, first of all, like the idea was born out of a crypto use case. We both, like Nick said, we both have worked here before, for a long time, and Nick was going to all these conferences in all these cities trying to manage work with actually seeing the world, which is one of the great things about being able to travel. But it's pretty resource intensive trying to figure out, like, completely navigate a new city, whether it's booking hotels, whether it's knowing, what to do, what to see and things like that. So it was really born and inspired from this kind of a crypto perspective. And because it's such a relatively new space, like there's a lot of people that are willing to be early adopters. There's a lot of people that want to help each other build in the space. And Solana especially is one that is just so full of collaboration, and the community itself is second to none. I think we can all kind of relate to how strong the community is, and I think that was just a big part of why we wanted to start out in Solana. So yeah, I mean, like kind of bringing it all the way back to what we do. We've been kind of calling it a book to earn platform. So we help both projects and individuals with their hotels, activities in a foreign city, and also now we just integrated live events. And if you book through us, you earn various levels of kickbacks in USDC through we partner with TipLink. I don't know if you guys are familiar with TipLink. To all you need is an email, and you can either off ramp it right there via your email, or you can keep it on chain. So there's a little bit of a backdoor onboarding system there. If if a normie comes in and books through us, like they have the opportunity to explore crypto a little bit too. So yeah.
Gosh, I love it. Yeah, super helpful on events like this last month, and with blockchain, all the what is it, Breakpoint, Token 2049, and Korea Blockchain Week. Having either travel platform or booking platform to help make that experience easier to getting around. So, I'm sorry. Hang on a second. I'm getting some feedback here. Anyway, so John, so we have a dePioneers and Triprecs partnership. Do you want to get into that a little bit? I mean, some really fun.
Yeah, definitely.
Alpha here, folks.
Yeah, definitely. So, we're super excited. This is our biggest and most comprehensive partnership yet. The team has been phenomenal to work with. So you guys have built a great team over there. I wanted to just shout you guys out and throw some flowers there. I think the first and simplest perk is that any dePioneers holder can go to Triprecs right now. We have a dePioneers hub there, and several upcoming events and things like that. If you book any booking through the dePioneers hub, you get 4% in kickbacks. That is higher than Nomads holders get. That is higher than don't tell the Nomads holders. But that's for a limited time through the dePioneers hub. So that's just 4% back in USDC on your pre-tax total. So if you are going on a trip, you spend $5,000 on a week or 2 weeks of hotels, you get 4% of that back. So that's like the biggest, most central kickback option that we've got for you guys. We also the first 4 dePioneers holders that book $400 or more within 30 days of today, we'll give you guys a free Nomad.
Ooh. And
then holders of both a Nomad and a dePioneers get 3.5% kickback on any booking anywhere in the site. Doesn't have to be through the hub. Anything, like if you want to go see a concert or sporting event, if you want to go just take a weekend getaway, if you want to do like a food tour, a wine tour somewhere, like we have all sorts of things like that. Any booking that you make through us, you get 3.5% kickbacks on that. And lastly, this one is kind of I don't want to say the biggest one, but it's kind of the biggest value one. The first 3 dePioneers holders to book a $1,000 or more trip are entered to win 17,000 Delta Sky Miles points, which is about a $200-ish value. So you'll have a 1 in 3 chance if 3 people do that. If you're the only one to do that, you get them. So
that's wow. That's awesome. That's an awesome deal, guys.
Yeah, it's there's a lot there, I know, and like we're happy to answer any questions, or we're always available. Anyway, our proverbial digital doors are always open. But yeah, those are like the breakdowns. We had a lot of fun like hammering this out with the dePioneers guys, and yeah, so we're excited.
All right, so if anyone here is in the posse, if you're a dePioneer holder, just a quick recap with Triprecs, the exclusive offers: the first 4 dePioneer holders who book with 400 plus on Triprecs will get a free Nomad NFT. If you you additionally get the 4% kickbacks on bookings that are made through via the dePioneers hub. If you hold a dePioneers NFT and a Nomad NFT, then you can unlock 3.5% kickbacks on all site bookings. All right. Oh, and the last one, the big one, the raffle. So first 3 dePioneer holders to book 1,000K plus are entered into a raffle to win 17,000 Delta points. It's 17,000, yeah.
Yep, 17,000. So yeah, I mean, if you think about it this way, like a $400 booking, like at like a decent hotel, that's like 2 nights, 3 nights.
Yeah.
It's sadly it's easier to get to that level of spending than you'd think just off the bat. But yeah, that's what we're doing, and we're super excited to do this and keep kind of moving forward.
And then we got a question in the comments about an access code.
Just a holder, right? It's got to be you need to connect your wallet and be an NFT holder.
Yes, if you don't want to connect your wallet, go into the UpRock or our dePioneers Discord, and we'll get you the access code. There's also an access code. So if you do, if you do want to, be on the safe side, then we can get you an access code. Just you can open a ticket in the dePioneers Discord or the Nomads Discord too. We're either one.
And just to shed a little, John's kind of our mile a minute guy here, but to take it kind of back to the top and just give kind of another just kind of walkthrough of what's really going on here. So Triprecs, like we said, it's an AI booking platform. What we really do, how we try to make the experience easier is we basically connect AI agents to these booking platforms and leverage, the ways of AI to make it easier to find what you're looking for from a booking perspective. So if you go into just the regular Triprecs site outside of the dePioneers hub, we have 3 flows, as John kind of got at. We do hotels, we do activities like tourist activities, like you said, a wine tour, etc. And we do live events tickets, so sports, concerts, etc. The way that we're still building every day and making it better and better and tuning everything, but what we try to do across all of them is have, rather than your traditional kind of booking flows on the price lines and Expedias of the world, where you have to put in your dates and your party size and this, that, and the other, and just all the inputs of kind of the old guard ways of doing things. With us, you can kind of just come in, and in certain cases you just put in, inputs like in one of our flows, just, I want to go to Singapore for Solana Breakpoint, generate me hotels, and we will do that. Or if it's a very hotel specific flow, you can put in your dates and you can say, we'll have an input area for what's the purpose of your trip. You can put in Solana Breakpoint, or you can put in Token 2049, KBW, DevCon's coming up, permissionless is coming up, and we will basically, our system will locate, those events and find you hotels in the immediate periphery of them. And we have similar flows with the other bookings categories. But with UpRock and dePioneers, the beauty is we have these dedicated curated hubs that we've set up in the past with Monkey DAO, with Saga Monkey, Saga DAO, lots of awesome players in the Solana space. And now we have one with dePioneers, which, like John said, is our biggest, our baddest, which is awesome. If you go through that flow, you will find curated hotels lists where, we've already kind of done the work for you for various events coming up that, maybe dePioneers would like to have a presence at, whether it's permissionless or other things. So you'll go in, you'll find those. And in the dePioneers case, like John said, you'll get a 4% kickback instead of, 3%, I think, is our max elsewhere, and all these other great benefits and perks. And, from a pricing standpoint, it's the same price you would get. Like, we're basically getting Priceline's best price, which is one of our inventory supply partners. So it's their hotels, really. We're getting their best price, and then we're discounting it by another 4% on top of that, which we're basically taking the revenue that they share with us, and we're giving it back to you guys via USDC. So that's the kind of meat and bolts of it. But yeah, explore around and very exciting.
Yeah, and like the fundamental kind of difference here is like traditional bookings for hotels and things like that are so impersonal. You put your dates and you put your location, and then you have to sift through all of these places, figuring out, you have to go and, look where each one is. What are they near? Is it the neighborhood I like? With us, that's where the AI comes in, is like we take some more kind of qualitative inputs that you guys put in, and then we use the AI to then scrape the entire inventory and do a lot of that work for you. So it'll surface hotel options that might be a little bit more, close to what you're looking for, instead of having to do that yourself. So it's like, yeah, I want to go to Las Vegas for a bachelor party. Well, that's probably a bad example, because like anywhere is good in Las Vegas for a bachelor party. But like, I want to go to Yosemite, for a family trip, right? Yeah. It'll give you kind of hotels in the vicinity, things like that. It allows you to personalize your searching a little bit more. So yeah.
Yeah, no, that's so great. Like we have some friends who work in the travel industry, and they had some insights. What was it, Jess or Chris? The average time it takes somebody to decide to book something. I mean, you're spending like 2 weeks or something like that before you decide to book, because you're doing so much research.
Longer than that. It's like the average. People are looking for deals in advance, so you start looking for your trip like 90 days. I think the average is like 3 months in advance, and you have 50 tabs open, and you're just constantly everyone knows it's a stressful thing. And yeah, you have so many tabs open, you're constantly looking for price alerts. And we all know that if you book early, you get the best deal. So you're doing it very, very, very early. So the average is 90 days. Expedia actually has a whole, they do a really good research report, and they share it with the public. That's kind of like their internal thing, but they share it. And so you can look up like Expedia travel reports or something like that. And so they give out, they explain like what are the average trip times and how long people take the book, and what people will look for. And so really actually amazing insights about that whole industry. But yeah, it's the biggest. It's a huge problem to solve. I think AI will help a lot. And you think about like even a company like Google, who's been around forever, and they have the Maps system, they have Google Flights and all that stuff. Even they have not figured out. They own the phone, they own Android. You would think even a company like Google can make travel booking better, but even they can't figure it out. And I think so focusing on a niche, on like different experiences, and just focus on the community and understanding their problems and their concerns, and like you guys are doing, I think it's a really great start to this, because it's a huge problem. And we all experience it, and like I say, even the big guys are not doing it right.
Yeah. Oh, sorry. Go ahead, Jen.
Oh no, I was just agreeing.
Yeah. So I was going to say a lot of the the projects that we've talked to early on, and the partners that we have, these types of we've covered kind of the B2C side of things, where it's like the AI, the AI element that can help you tailor your stays and your trips a little bit better. But on the partnership side too, the Monkey DAOs of the world, they're having to, a lot of these projects that to do these tailored hotels, like they're having to do all of the lifting for not a lot of upside, right? Like they're fronting the money and booking the rooms. They're dealing with all of the user booking data, right? Like names, and they're also dealing with all of the financial, like they're having to take the money, they've already paid for the rooms. And, there's not a ton of upside in that for them, right? It's a value add for their holders, but from a purely business perspective, like there's no real upside scenario for them there. They have to hope they sell out to break even essentially. And they're spending a lot of time on that. So we can come in and, we're offering essentially that same value proposition of like, here's where all the people in your community are staying. You book through this, you get a good deal, you're staying with people in the same, in the same community, but all of that is just connecting the end booker with, the booking partner. So the project doesn't have to deal with any of that. They still get the benefits. There's still kickbacks and all of that stuff. So it's also really a big value add for the partners, because they don't have to worry about any of that, that responsibility, that burden, whether it's data burden or financial burden or just kind of human resource intensive burden. So it's something that
I was just to your point. I was also just going to chime in quickly that it's a really interesting adventure that we're on. Like you said, even the Googles of the world, the mega players, have a really hard time, kind of quote unquote, if you could see me, which I'd have my quote unquote fingers up, but fix the fix the travel space. It's a really interesting one, because I could talk all day about this after the year we've been working on it. It's our own separate stream, but like it's a funny one, because everyone's just repackaging something that someone else is repackaging, that someone else is repackaging, that someone else is repackaging, right? Like even the Googles of the world, they don't have their own direct access in most cases to the inventory sources, the actual hotels, let's say in this case, or flights or whatever. Everyone is drawing from the same inventory sources, and those are actually broken. And so every single kind of secondary offshoot, kind of, reciprocal repackaging of like a hotel or a travel solution is broken on top of broken on top of broken, because the whole thing is just, broken. And, in some cases, we rely on that same infrastructure that everyone else relies on, which makes it difficult to fix this at certain root levels. But there's a lot of things that we can do that are within our power to improve it, make it better. And like you said, it's just like, why hasn't someone fixed all this? And we're at kind of an advent with AI where it hasn't really been tried before, plugging, ChatGPT or this myriad of other AI kind of resources into bookings, into bookings APIs, these partnerships that we have. And there's a lot of interesting things that we've been able to do, but it's just such a bizarre adventure, because like we're using this actually very archaic legacy technology, which is, these APIs of, they're all built in similar ways that are all leveraging that broken technologies and plugging it into this radically, frontier technology being, AI, and making those two talk to each other and do the things we want it all to do is so funny and difficult. But we're having some really interesting breakthroughs, which you guys will see as you play around with it.
Yeah, great. Yeah, we know that world. I mean, I don't know if people know this, but I think half the bookings of even the airline industry is based on software that was built in 1960. That's why when you call like Alaska Airlines and you hear them take forever to actually change something, you hear a bunch of typing. They're actually plugging into software that's like 60 years old. It's crazy. I think what you guys are doing amazing. I think we'd love, and this is like probably a future conversation, but I think our DePIN network could help enhance your service level too, because with over 1 million people in real devices, we can actually help just even be able to crawl the internet for see the pricing, or also see what people think about different travel experiences. And we can do that without being blocked by services like Cloudflare. So just being able to crawl the internet for just a richer experience on your side, to just get really good metadata, like what are people thinking about different travel tips in real time. When DePIN network is going to be really powerful for that. So I think this is a start of a really good partnership. We're excited what you guys are doing. And
Yeah, I think also too, like just the purely the human element of that, right? Like you have people in your community all over the world from everywhere, every corner of the globe. And I think like that's what is so beautiful about this space to me is like I can have a conversation with someone in Buenos Aires, in Jakarta, in Sydney, in Kyiv, and in Lagos, all about the same thing, all on the same day, right? And it's just like it's bringing the world together in such a fun way that I think that there's also like this. We can't forget the human element of travel. There's nothing like getting that locals only knowledge, and that's like what we eventually want to have nomads become. Is that just sort of like human enhancement to this travel thing? Like, yeah, you can book activities, you can book hotels through us, but like it's so hard for an algorithm or an AI to find like what is that local like dumpling spot, right? Like stuff like that. So we really want to also lean into that human element and not lose sight of that that community part of it. So I think that's also another way that we can really like tap into something like that you guys are doing, not only just on the technological side, but also like just the human side that you guys have already cultivated this huge network of people, and you just can't replicate that.
Cool.
Yeah. Great.
Yeah, well, I am actually booking my flight soon for permissionless. So I don't know what else is going to that. So that's the first thing coming up. It's actually in 2 weeks. I think.
Nice.
So yeah. So if anyone's interested in going permissionless, the big one. It's not quite Solana. It's like multi-chain, but that's a good conference. And if you're looking at that show, it's in Salt Lake City. Definitely use Triprecs for it. It's okay. Cool.
Great.
Yeah, we have a list of hotels already set up for you guys. And Jesse, I don't know if you booked your hotel already or not, but we're here for you.
Cool. Thanks, man.
Awesome. Well, thanks so much, John, for joining us. Real quick, let's do a quick recap for folks who are just now tuning in. Awesome rewards coming from Triprecs for dePioneer holders. Quick recap: first dePioneer holders who book through Triprecs, 400 plus worth, get a free Nomad NFT. If you hold a dePioneer NFT and a Nomad NFT, which you will do if you do the $400 booking, you're going to unlock 3.5% kickbacks on all site bookings. Otherwise, you're going to earn 4% kickbacks on any bookings that are made through the dePioneers hub. And the first 3 people, dePioneer holders, to book $1,000 plus are entered into a raffle to win 17,000 Delta points. So real big stuff here. John, thanks so much for joining us and like explaining more about Triprecs, what you do, and about this amazing offer that we have for dePioneer holders. For more information, folks, head over to dePioneers on X. So that's x.com/dePioneercats. You can also go to Triprecs, app, right? Correct?
Yep, at Triprecs app. Yep.
Yeah, let's go to the next slide. So, and then if you want to follow John on X, he's also DGentleman John.
Yeah.
And feel free to DM me with anything. I'll do my best to get back to you as soon as I can.
We do have one question. Someone brought up the code again. So right now you have to be an NFT holder to actually participate in the deal. But if you don't want to connect your wallet, etc., just create a ticket with this Discord, in either dePioneers Discord or Triprecs, and there is a code there, so you can generate a code if you prefer that method. That's fine too. But really the best way is just connect your wallet. If you're a holder, boom, it'll just work automatically. Otherwise, if you prefer the code, go to Discord for either dePioneer Cats or Triprecs. And
all the Wallet Connect security it's just signing a message, and it's all done through the wallet. So we don't have any visibility into that. It's just literally the token gate, token gate the deals. So.
Right.
Cool. All right.
We'll get a link for that up on the dePioneer site too.
Perfect.
You got to get just the right link to make it work. So we'll make sure that gets up and makes it easy for everybody to get there.
Cool. And one last small thing is we're currently just desktop only. So mobile's coming, but one step at a time.
Yeah.
Great.
Cool. All right.
All right. Thanks,
Sounds
John.
good.
Everyone,
Thanks,
give us
John.
a follow.
Thanks.
And, great. All right.
All right.
Well, see you later, John. Thank you.
All right.
Thanks,
Thank
man.
you.
Okay. Wow. That's a, oh, I have something in my eye. That's a great deal. Damn. All right. So, Jess, you're going to have to let us know how it goes for you when you go to Salt Lake City.
Yep.
It's going to be great.
Yep. So we got some looks like the DePIN Juice is in town. What's up?
Yeah. Speaking of events recaps, what's up, DePIN Juice? It was good to see you. Okay, folks. So this past 3 weeks, I guess, Jesse and I have been in Asia doing our Asia tour. We went to Korea Blockchain Week at the beginning of the month, and then we headed down to Singapore for Token 2049 and Breakpoint, where we got to see Irish over at DePIN Juice over at Breakpoint. So that was fun to run into you. Let's do a quick recap on the events. Gosh, there was so much that happened. Korea Blockchain Week seems like a lifetime ago, but that was only a couple weeks ago. Jess, what do you think what were the hot topics that you noticed? I suspect we're noticed the same thing.
First of all, Breakpoint was probably the best Solana conference we've been to ever.
Oh, I heard, a lot of people said that.
I think it was amazing. It was, it was during Token 49. There was a ton of side events. We tend not to actually pay for the conferences because they're just as a startup and entrepreneur, you kind of like make your money stretch, and the conferences are always recorded on YouTube anyway, so you just don't do that. You do all the side events. That's where all the action is, and that's where all the deals are and the meetings are. But Breakpoint was totally worth it. When you do Token 49, you're a multi-chain. There's L2s and L3s and L4s, and so the events are all over the city. It's really hard to know which ones are important, and you're not sure if you're going to the right one. Breakpoint was just one location. It was Solana. Everyone was just part of that vibe, and it was just in one place, and everybody was there. I feel like every builder, entrepreneur, VC, everyone that you want to meet was in one location, and everyone was just excited. And the level of products and the quality of the people we met and the builders and like just the demos we saw, it was amazing. And so that was kind of the overall experience I got. There was obviously a ton of great side events. We did co-host with Borderless Capital. They're our lead investors, so we actually did an event with them. They launched their third DePIN fund, which is a $100 million fund, just focused on DePIN. We're part of that fund, which is awesome. And so we had a table there and got to meet some of their investors and also some of their portfolio companies. So that was amazing for us to be able to network with some of those companies and people. And then we had other great events. So OKX was we're partnering with them. They have this initiative called OKX OS. It's kind of the Web3 platform where they're building all these APIs like Wallet API, Swap API to help basically on-chain the future with a bunch of other companies, which is great for us because it allows us to be able to add great features like swapping. You can go to uprock.com/dex, DEX, uprock.com/dex. It's powered by OKX Wallet. You can actually swap our UPT tokens for any other token because OKX is multi-chains. They're battle tested. They've been around for a long time. We're able to offer that feature without having to build it ourselves. It's not our core product, but being able to offer that with their APIs and their widgets makes it really amazing for us because we can just offer those features over in one weekend. So that was amazing. I was at the OKX office. Obviously, we are negotiating with many different exchanges. So having a relationship with OKX is amazing as well because that's how it takes to get listed with companies like that, to start building relationships. So obviously, strategic partnership there. We want to be able to start that conversation with them. They have actually McLaren in their office. So they're the only company in Singapore that has an F1 racing car in their office building, which is pretty badass. And that's the picture you see here. What else? We also had an event with Animoca. Animoca had a portfolio day as well. They're a huge company. They had I don't know how many companies they invested in, but we got to meet a lot of their portfolio companies. Great networking event for us. That was amazing. And then I guess we also were a panel speaker for IoTex and for DeFi's network, DeFi and Hotspotty. They had a DePIN event in Singapore. And so that, yeah, it was amazing. Like, there's a lot going on behind the scenes. We were able to close some deals that are going to bring real revenue for the company, real revenue for the DePIN miners as well, for the UpRock users. And that's going to be awesome. Yeah, and then we're also negotiating with a bunch of exchanges as well. So pretty good.
Yeah, lots of really great connections. Nice. It was wonderful to put faces to PFPs. See people in person, because it's hard to. How many people did I come up to? I talked to. I'm like, I know them, but I don't know them because I don't know what they look like. So it's so nice to see people in real life.
Yeah, we saw Cloud King from Sagadao. That was cool.
Yeah.
Okay,
so we got a question. Spill some dirt on the Iggy party. You know, we seen some shit. Actually,
you know what? We actually, that party was it was so packed. I've never waited in line for a club for so long. Usually want to get a table. That's how I roll now. But man, it was all sold out. So we waited in line. It took forever. Yeah, and it just took forever. That's all I can say.
It looked awesome, but no, unfortunately, we didn't make it in. But I don't know if you guys see here, we have these hats that we were wearing. We got them because it was a rodeo party. So like, oh, let's go to the costume store. We got some hats. They light up, and so while I didn't get to use it at the Iggy party, we did use it at Breakpoint, which proved to be really. It was really cool to use this because at one point, I couldn't find Jesse. And it's hard. I don't know if you guys have been to any crypto conference, but one, there's a lot of guys and you guys are all wearing black shirts. So it was really hard to find you until you put on the hat and it had the neon light and I could spot you right away. So that's actually really helpful to have anyway. It was it worked out for us.
I don't know. You know what's funny? I mean, the whole time, I don't know if you guys actually follow Mother Token right now, but it's on fire right now. But I was at that time just talking to people at events. You can kind of hear it. People talking about the event, and it's like also that was the also amazing thing about Breakpoint. You just kind of just hear alpha everywhere. Like you kind of know which tokens are gonna pop off during that weekend. And it's like no surprise that Mother is taking off right now because I kind of just sensed it just going through that event. And actually, folks who leave in the EPT, like it's amazing. I don't know who's buying it this weekend, but thank you so much. It's actually doing well right now too, and it's it's just like good momentum for our UPT over October is coming, and so we're excited about that.
Yeah, we actually, let's see if I can share my screen here. We have I'm not logged in here, but let me see if I can share my screen because we have this. We did our artist. Bring it back to dePioneer real quick. Our artist for the dePioneers artist made an Iggy dePioneer custom NFT, so you can see that on our X. I'm not signed in here, so you can't see it. But look at that kitty, Mama Kitty, Juicy Peach. We put out the cat call, folks. If you're part of the posse, help us get her attention to see this. But that's an awesome, fun little NFT that we shared real quick. So
all right.
All right. Okay. So lots of stuff to catch up on with contacts to just catch up on this week. So we're gonna get back to work on that.
All I can say is you guys are going to see the fruits of our labor of all these trips for the past month and the next month. Essentially what we've done over the past 4 weeks is close a couple of deals that bring real revenue. That just means your earn rates will increase because there's actually more companies are paying for the data collection, for the network intelligence monitoring tools, uptime monitoring. These kind of tasks are more tasks means more higher earn rates for everybody. That's coming. Like I said, we're talking to exchanges. I think it's about time. Our focus is demand drivers. So you make it really easy for earn the token. Now we need to, like I said, we're the world's best reward program in the making. We need to be able to do something useful with the tokens you've earned, whether that's staking, redeeming them for rewards, paying off your phone bill, etc. This is the big picture. And so having more partners to be able to not also pay for the data and the resources that you're providing, but also being able to do something with useful tokens on the consumer side. So those are many deals that are coming in October. So really excited about that. We're making moves. So you're going to start seeing that. And I think that's a reflection of how token is doing stronger because for the whole team's hard work. So yeah, there you go. Yeah, October is coming. Good symbol right there. So all our metrics are doing strong. Half of our users still coming from Web 2. This is their first wallet experience ever. And that's amazing because once we can make people have a really great first time experience crypto, they tend to use that same wallet for many other experiences. And so we're introducing people to what staking means, how to swap, how to buy crypto, how to make crypto work more for you. And you can see we see that with our reviews. If you go to Play Store or App Store, a lot of the reviews you can tell they're just people from Web 2 or new to crypto, which is exciting. That's a big part of what we want to do, onboard more people to Web 3.
Yep. Great. Yeah. Okay, and so let me change this up a bit. Here we go. Okay, so we past couple of weeks we've been doing this really fun social campaign, I guess, campaign or contest. I'm not really share. Basically, hashtag is UPT Mind Worldwide. So just want to see a picture of you with UPT on your phone and just tell us where in the world you are.
Yeah.
You tag us and use the hashtag UPT Mind Worldwide, then we can find it.
Yep.
Oh, Lauren, that's your dog.
Nice.
It's a cutie. That's a cute little dog you got right there. Oops, let me hide this. So far, 45 UpRockers have earned 1,000 UPT each for sharing. We've got over 30 more entries to review. You have until September 30th. So, yep. Share a picture of UpRock on your phone and let us know where you are and share the love, I guess. Yeah. Tag us. Make sure you tag us. Make sure you use that hashtag so we can find you. Otherwise, you might get lost in the Twitterverse or Xverse. All right. Now, we've got a developer grant program. Chris, you wanna share a bit about this program?
I absolutely do. So this was the other big announcement that we made in the last couple of weeks over at Breakpoint. So we are getting ready. We want to expand things. So we've built all the rails, and we've built some trains to run on those rails, so to speak. We've built some of the first tasks, but we want to expand this further. And we also want to find out from people who are using the UpRock platform some tools, so this could be obviously our primary focus for this is people who come to us and say, hey, I have a great idea for a task type. I want a grant to implement it. And this isn't just a developer grant. It's also we'll work with you. So we'll help you with the parts of it that run in the UpRock ecosystem and help build and integrate the rest of you build the part that's important to you and show us how the task needs to run, and we'll actually help you get that task implemented properly. So it's both a grant of money and also a grant of time. We don't have a minimum or maximum amount for these grants. So obviously we expect it'll probably be a number of smaller grants, but if you come to us with a really solid big idea, we're open to that as well. Then we're gonna help you out with that as well as providing some resources to that. So we're really excited by this. We'll be putting up very shortly a website where you can apply for these grants, and we're super excited to see it because we want to build with the community.
It's actually live, Chris. You just go to uprock.com/grants.
Oh, I'm awesome. So the page is actually live. So uprock.com/grants. Great. Glad somebody pushed that. So we've got that up. Somebody else still don't expect. So this is anybody comes. So we're looking for people to, if you have a great idea for a task, you go, hey, I know I have this task I would love to run on the UpRock network. Whatever that task might be, you go to uprock.com/grants and you tell us about it. And we'll evaluate these, and if we think it's plausible, we'll both give you some funding to help you develop it, and we'll give you some of our own engineering time to help you develop it as well.
Great. Build together, folks. Okay, that's exciting. So we'll share, go to uprock.com/grants for more information. Of course, if you want to have any questions, we'll join the discussion, hop onto our Discord, and there's more there. Of course, and you can also see the overview on X. So that's x.com/uprock.com.
Yeah, and think of it this way too. What would you do if you had access to over, 2 million unique mobile IPs around the world? Like, what kind of cool tools can you build with that? We already have a lot in mind of there because, like I said, real-time data collection or a better version of Pingdom or Uptime Robot. Like, if you actually want to know how fast is my site really, or how fast is my CDN, or is my site up or down, or what are people seeing when they load the site, my site versus in Singapore, New York, Seattle, Florida. If you actually want to know those things, you want to do it on the final, final edge, the mobile device, the actual phone that people are actually seeing instead of a data center. So it's way more accurate, more richer insights, richer data. And then you can feed all that data into an AI model. And the more rich, more granular data, the more better the output that you get, the more better insights. So consider that as well. Like, what can you do when you have access to a DePIN token incentivized network, a people powered data reward network, where people are actually incentivized to keep the app running so you can get really rich, real-time relevant insights from every city in the world. What can you do with that? And I think this is the power of DePIN. So I think we can solve a lot of business problems. And people use these models, AI models, like it's your personal web crawler. But today, that is not possible. AI, ChatGPT to Gemini, none of these things actually can crawl the internet like you think they can. All that glue is missing. They're blocked by Cloudflare, or just there's clumsy moderation policies in between. It's not being able to like search and do the things you assume it can do. DePIN can unlock all of that, where it can actually crawl thousands of sites every minute and get real-time relevant insights very quickly. And this is going to unlock really powerful, like industry-grade level insights for small businesses and individuals. And so that's what we'll enable with the DePIN network. So think about that. Those are kind of ideas that are really inspiring. We'd love to work on, and we want to help fund. Okay.
Great. Okay, so hop on over, folks, and we'd love to see your grant proposals. Okay, and then what we got next here? We've got okay. Here's Chris. I want you to share more about this.
Yeah. So
Bright Data.
I'm super excited about Bright Data. So, we've been talking a lot about some of the partners we were working with. And this one, if you guys have been watching our live streams, you will have noticed that we haven't mentioned anything about this. We've been keeping it really quiet because we honestly weren't 100% sure that this would work out. But a big shout out to the team over at Bright Data, who have been super, super helpful and who have engaged with us. They are one of the largest Web 2 companies that kind of does a similar thing to UpRock. But we approached them and we said, hey, we think it's really time to bring Web 3 into your network, into your big customer base. And so we're proud to announce that some of you have probably seen this on iOS already. As of the end of last week, we've started rolling out Bright Data on iOS. And it'll be coming to other platforms over time as we see how this goes. But this is bringing real Web 2 revenue into the UpRock ecosystem. We'll have our first update for this in a couple weeks. Once we have a trial group running right now on iOS, but we will shortly be rolling that out more broadly. And they're doing similar data tasks to what we do. But we've integrated that into the UpRock client. It's rolling out on iOS, and they'll be paying us, which of course we will be using to buy back UpRock tokens as per our tokenomics. So this is extremely exciting, and this one wasn't one that we could discuss before it was ready to go, but this is a huge integration for the UpRock community. And so big shout out to our team, and big shout out to their team for working really hard to make this all work. And obviously, as I'm sure you guys can imagine, a lot of this was the business discussion and getting that all working. But then the technical teams both moved really, really fast on making this happen. So this is super. Should be, if anybody who knows who Bright Data is should be super excited to find out that they're running on the UpRock rails now.
Yeah.
This company has many customers. They're looking, basically It's like a lot of e-commerce, like I mentioned before, a lot of just B2B insights. So here's a really strong use case that companies like Bright Data can enable, and it can be unlocked even further with DePIN network or People Power Reward Network. Here's one use case. So let's say you're a shoe company and you want to just know, like, hey, by the way, I have a shoe company on Shopify. I kind of want to know what's trending every day, which shoes are selling out, which states are doing better, and etc. If you want to ask the AI that today, it's not going to be able to do that. It's not going to be able to crawl all the sites from different cities. It's just going to get blocked, or just actually won't be able to do that. Just the pieces there to do that are not there. If you want to do something like this, even though Amazon actually, for example, owns the United States, right? They're like the lead player here. The same shoe URL, if you load it in Seattle to New York to Miami, even though it's the same company, that URL is going to show you different inventory based on where you're located. It might even show you different pricing. It might even show you different metadata, like the title. It might be all optimized based on your IP. So if you really want to, as a shoe company, like what's actually happening on the internet, you want to be able to load that same URL on a real device, so you can see what are actually humans seeing in my world in different cities. And then you get that information, you can feed into an AI model, and now the insights are better because the data is more rich. So the data might be say, oh, by the way, in your industry, these are the shoe brands that are actually selling out faster in Miami versus Seattle. Here's the pricing that's kind of working for these different states. And this is the trends over time, because obviously you're storing that data so you can see actual trends over time. That is what's so powerful about having a mobile network, because you can actually see what people are seeing in real life. And this is what Bright Data does in the Web 2 space. And this is what we're enabling in Web 3 space, where we're actually sharing the revenue with the people. Because this unlocks really powerful insights for people to make superhuman decisions for their business, whether you're a shoe company or any other product you want to be smarter about and make better decisions about on a daily basis. You want real-time relevant insights, and you want as rich data as you can get. And by the way, we didn't mention any personal data. This is just loading sites, right? That's all we're doing. We're not care about your personal shopping history. This is just being able to load the same URL, whether from a unique location like Seattle, Miami, or New York. That data is very powerful for being able to feed it into a model and then say, hey, what's trending around the United States in my industry, in my category? What's our trend, or whatever you care about? Whether you could be even a YouTube creator, or a TikTok person. I want to know what are the trends today. You want to be able to track 1,000 hashtags of what's in your industry. You can do that powerfully through a DePIN network and more cost efficiently. And then you can feed that data into a model and then say, okay, by the way, this is the kind of content you should create this morning. This is what's trending today. Here's are the topics. Here's what people are talking about. Here's what people are interested in. This is what's powerful. And everyone wants to be able to do this superior web crawling, to be able to see what is the pulse of the internet at any given moment on any topic you care about. Put that in a model where you cannot digest it as a human, but AI can do it for you. And then you can make superhuman decisions based on the insights you're getting from superior data that you're getting. So this is why it's awesome. So Bright Data does Web 2. We're gonna be able to bring that revenue into UpRock and then share that revenue with the people. And that's why it's amazing.
Very excited to have this. Big, huge thanks to the Bright Data SDK team and to our team over here, our engineers, getting this out so fast. We're switching this up a little bit, this time, because this is kicking off on iOS first in the US before Android. So if you are an iOS user, you will be seeing this in the app. Android coming.
And actually, it's all iOS users, not just in the US. So this is.
I'm sorry, all iOS users. I'm sorry.
And so it's gradually rolling out. If you haven't seen it yet, you will soon. But yeah, actually, it's not just the US; it's all iOS users.
Yeah. Android coming next, but it's iOS first. We're usually Android first, but in this case, some things, powers that be, the way it worked out, iOS got out first. So you folks, keep an eye out, eyes peeled for that. Okay.
Yep.
Great stuff. Gosh, that's awesome work. All right, well, let's just go into product updates, guys. We have the UPT staking. Mentioned this last week. Well, I don't know if you guys who was on last week's stream when Jesse and I were in Singapore, we had it at an odd time. So, but we talked about UPT staking. You can now stake your UPT. Go to uprock.com. So log into your account there. It's on web first, coming up on the mobile apps shortly. But this is live. Stake your UPT. We have 4 different durations to start with. We got the 1 month, 3 months, 6 and 12, and depending on how much you stake, the longer you stake, the higher your rewards. For example, for 12-month staking, you're going to get 15 or 20% APY and earn a multiplier with that. So check that out and keep your eyes peeled again for an update on the mobile apps. But at least for now, go on to UpRock.com, log into your account, connect your wallet, do all that wonderful stuff, and stake your UPT.
Cool. Yeah,
All right.
we want to incentivize and reward people who are longtime holders. That's what staking programs are all about. So we appreciate everyone who does that. It is live. Check out the website. It's on the web first, and then it'll be rolling out to on the apps, but the web first. So you can go there. If it's just sitting in your wallet and you're just a long-time holder anyway, you need to log in right now and stake it because you'll earn extra rewards. Okay.
Yeah, and shout out to UpRockers, because we have this contribute to earn program on our Discord, and so we had folks that help build us, help build this out with us, and hearing directly from the community of what you guys are looking for, what sounds appealing, and just how to make this work for everyone. So huge shout out to the community for helping us develop this.
Yeah.
So
Yes. Good point. Good
great.
point.
Yeah, I was about to say, Jen, you started mentioning this by saying, "Oh, well, roll just right into updates, like we're talking about some little button changes." But I'd say this is huge. This is not in test anymore. This is live. Every single one of you can go log in, even if you're on your phone. Just open up your browser and you can log in and get staking going. And then, of course, we've just held up. We've just sort of held off on doing the updates on mobile. As those of you who helped develop this and test it with us know, we've made a few changes based on your feedback. So we wanted to hold off on the effort of actually building all of the mobile interfaces for this until we had some stakes behind it. People had tried it out, told us what worked and what didn't work, to make sure that as it rolls out in the native app, it's going to be this same great experience.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Very excited. Very excited. All right, and then next, liquid staking update. Chris, who wants to take this one up?
I think we just want to mention it again. Like you said, if you have SOL in your wallet and it's not doing anything, and you don't want to stake it because you want to be able to sell it anytime, liquid staking tokens is a good solution for you. You might as well do something with that SOL in your wallet and Solana in your wallet if you're new to it. Essentially, you can convert it to UPT SOL, and you can earn UPT just yields, and you can sell your UPT SOL anytime. So this is the power of a liquid staking token. It earns something for you every epoch, I guess, and you earn UPT. So you're earning a DePIN token for just holding Solana in your wallet. It's way more powerful than just not doing anything with your Solana. So and again, it's the flexibility of having a liquid staking tokens means you can sell it anytime versus staking your Solana on a validator. There's like a 2-day delay, I think, to be able to unstake, and so if something goes up or down, you don't have the flexibility to sell it anytime you want, and so you lose out on the rewards you can get for staking. In this case, you can stake it by just converting your SOL to UPT SOL. You earn rewards, and you still have the flexibility to sell your SOL anytime you want. So we just want to keep reminder, we have almost 5,000 SOL in UPT SOL, which is awesome. And a big chunk of that rewards are actually going into the DePIN DAO pool. So if you're a dePioneers holder, you will see every month, every epoch, you'll see more UPTs actually being put into that pool. So that's pretty awesome.
Oh, yeah. We got this suggestion from John. UPT SOL should be added to.
Sir, it is. So I'm glad you asked. It totally is. Yep. UPT SOL is actually in the DePIN DAO pool. And so it actually, the number of tokens in that pool increases constantly. So that's one of the benefits. And because of the announcement of the protocol, if you heard earlier in the live stream, anyone who migrates to 302, a portion of the rev share is shared with the pool. 1% goes to the protocol development, 1% goes to the holders. And that is a unique thing about this hybrid NFT protocol that we're doing. It's the first hybrid. It's probably the first. Yeah, it's the first hybrid NFT that where it's actually backed by the DAO, backed by the community, and the revenue goes to the community. It's like I think we're the. I'm not sure who else is doing that, but I think we're the only one. So,
right, great updates. Okay, so last but not least, but incredibly exciting, in progress, the in-app swap, where you can buy you can swap in your Sol and UPT and your tokens. I'm sorry, I'm stuttering here. And this is powered by OKX Wallet, who we were at their booth on our last live stream.
Yeah.
So this is exciting. Jeff, take it away, sir.
Yeah. So again, we want to make it really simple to, not just earn tokens, but to do something else with them. So being able to swap them for any other token you want. Today, you can go to uprock.com/dex, so you can swap your UPT, or you can buy UPT there. It's not quite integrated with your UpRock wallet yet, though. That is coming soon. So, when you buy something, you have to connect your third-party wallet. You have to know how to use Phantom or MetaMask or something like this. So it's not quite upgraded, but we will integrate it deeply with UpRock so that when you buy or swap, it's actually connected to your UpRock wallet. That experience will be very seamless. That is coming in October. Being able to swap, exchange, and buy. And then another step for here is like right now with this tool, you can swap your tokens for any other crypto out there. It's multi-chain support. And then the next thing that's going to come is fiat on-ramps, being able to connect your bank account or credit card so you can buy UPT with many different payment options out there. And that's coming soon. And that's going to be powered by Cadeau. We have a partnership with them. And they're amazing. And their UI, they have a really slick, very, very mobile-friendly UI, being able to buy UPT with many payment options. So yeah, so that's exciting.
Yeah. So Laurent asked a great question. So why do we think people would want this or use this as opposed to just going to Jupe or some other online swap site? The answer is right now, obviously, the small percentage of fees obviously helps the project, but it's, in the back end, OKX has worked really hard to make this use the same kind of liquidity pools that are available in other swap sites. That having been, well, I guess we can't really talk about that part, but suffice it to say there's more good stuff coming with regards to that may make it more attractive in terms of the prices available. And of course, as Jesse just said, this is the first step in bringing it right inside the app so that you'll be able to do this without having to engage with a withdrawal first or with a third-party site. And then, of course, bring the on-ramps and off-ramps in as part of this. So this is one of the building blocks of having a full swap mechanism available throughout the ecosystem. But right now, obviously, it's a similar functionality to a Jupe swap, but we're going to be integrating it much more tightly as we go forward.
Yeah, and also obviously Jupiter, they're amazing. They're very Solana centric, right? Their swap fees are the best. If you're just doing things in the Solana ecosystem, then Jupiter is where it's at. If you want to swap UPT for Solana, like Jupiter is amazing. If you know how to use that, jupe.ag, like they're great. They're our partners. OKX is multi-chain. So if you want to be able to come from other chains like Ethereum or whatever, they're a centralized exchange. So they are able to. This is not our core product. We don't need to spend all our time trying to support all the chains out there. That is a waste of our time. We want to be able to, over a weekend, to be able to support. Like, for example, we don't want it to be ever a reason or excuse for someone that's interested in crypto or from a different exchange, or if you're coming from Ethereum or Polygon or whatever. We never want that to be the reason why you don't try UpRock, because we don't support whatever tokens you have. Being able to integrate with OKX means that we're just going to remove some barriers. So if you hold other tokens, you want to swap them to UPT, now it's really, really simple. And we were able to enable that feature within a weekend. This is why it's powerful. So like we just unlock we just can onboard more people from other chains. And we don't have to worry about that. Like I said, it's not our core product, but OKX has done that for a long time. They're one of the leaders in that space, and have really strong APIs that allow us to do that. And then Jupiter's amazing because they focus on Solana, and they're the best. I think, hands down, they're probably the cheapest swap on Solana. So if you are just focused on Solana, then use jupe.ag. If you're coming from all over the place and you're all from different chains, then OKX is where it's at.
Yeah. So to answer those questions, I think Jesse just did a great overview on that. But essentially, as I said, this is the first step in a deeper integration and in making it easy. As we've said before, it's really interesting when we look at the surveys that people do. So many of our users are coming to Web3 for the first time with UpRock, and even among the ones that have used Web3 before, have used a blockchain before. Many of them are new to Solana, and so this is the first step on making it really easy to have just a great welcome mat, so people can meet us wherever they are, whether they're coming from purely traditional Web2 payments or from another blockchain like Ethereum or something else, to make it to have that deep integration to make it really easy to get into the UpRock ecosystem.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So coming in specifically, why not the Jupe API?
Oh no, that's for sure.
Yeah, I mean precisely that reason. So I mean, as we said, if you're very comfortable or just moderately comfortable with your own Solana wallet, and you need to do some swap, simple or complicated, but that's where we go when we need to do a complicated swap. We go to jupe.ag. But this is part of a longer term strategy for the onboard and offboard for the UpRock ecosystem.
Yeah, and if I'm going to be totally honest with you guys too. We want to build a relationship with OKX because obviously, if I'm going to be upfront about it, we want to be listed there. And so this is also like, there's nothing to hide there. They know that we want to be able to work with them and build a relationship there, and that's important. And Jupiter is also a partner. They're also a token holder. If you guys all know, we won the LFG contest. Big part of that was they actually part of that launchpad is they own some of our tokens. So they're a partner. They're awesome. They support us well. I think what we'll probably do is, like, as we build out these features and integrating deeply, we'll probably support multiple APIs because we want to be able to provide the best fees and the best price for swapping, and whoever does the best and also enables the most features. So I think OKX is obviously enables and unlocks multiple chains for Solana specific swaps. Jupiter is the best, and I don't see why we'll probably like. We'll have to figure out exactly the UI to make it really simple for users, but we want to provide the best swap experience and best pricing too, which means best prices, right? And most likely it'll be like a few different APIs that we integrate there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, guys, I think that's we went through everything. We were. Well, it's 13 minutes past an hour, but thanks everyone for tuning in. We had a lot to go over.
Yeah, this was fun. We had a lot. We've been working on a lot of stuff. Yeah, Irish, I saw that. I hand out. Always love to hand out cigars if somebody wants to sit down. So absolutely. But no, this was great. I'm excited that we announced some big stuff, and as we said, October is coming. We're really excited about that. We're making a big push for the next month. So. Yeah, we're looking forward to it. Thank you so much for joining us, for coming through this long live stream with us. As always, we really appreciate it when you choose to spend your time with us.
Yeah, thank you everybody for coming. Let me do it this way so you can see our handles. So follow us on X, UpRock.com, and join our Discord. And we will see you guys next week. For now.
Yep. Thanks everybody. All right, get back to work. Bye, everybody.
I was about to say, back to work, everybody.
Back to work. See ya.
Cheers.
Bye everyone.
Bye.